Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope everybody enjoyed the Super Bowl. Welcome back to the channel. Trading Phoenix here, where you're watching me trade live in my challenge account every single day. No gimmicks, no cuts, no edits, complete openness, complete, yeah. Welcome back. Welcome back. So pretty bullish start to the week. Had a big dip over the weekend, probably some more of that tariff stuff. But since market open in previous sessions, which started last night, we've had a steady incline in the market, and we have not really stopped. So with that, be careful, because I'm sure that the market's going to want to pick up some stuff, some orders that were left behind. We'll see, but so far we look bullish as far as pre-market goes. I want to say futures are down slightly though, so be careful with that. Couple minutes here until market open. So speaking of the Super Bowl, how about that game last night, huh? I did not think that the Eagles had it in them to basically shut out the Chiefs for the majority of the game. The Chiefs really didn't show up to play until the fourth quarter, which is not like them at all. Quite the game, quite the turn of events. I was not expecting that at all. To be quite honest with you, I thought it was going to be the other way around. But hey, that's how it goes. If you guys are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me. The channel has been surprisingly growing really well and at a really steady pace. I was not expecting that. So thank you all. Thank you. I appreciate every single one of you. And I'm going to work just as hard as I do in trading to bring you guys continued value and increasing value. I am also starting a free Discord community. I have that set up. The link is in the description below as well. If you guys are interested, I would appreciate you guys joining the community. I'm looking to build a large community, like-minded people that are starting trading or have been in trading for a while and are looking to be able to throw ideas at each other and learn, grow, and become successful together, and then help others do the same thing. So that link is in the description below as well, my free Discord. Right now I have free updates set up every morning. They go out at 9 a.m. every morning. I have different sections. We have the NASDAQ, we have the S&P 500, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Those are the four that I have set up so far. If there's anything else that you guys are interested in, just let me know, and I will work on providing as much value as I can for you guys, and I want to provide what you guys are looking for. Okay, so if there's something that you guys are interested in as far as an update or whatever, just let me know, and I'll work on that for you. The updates seem to be working so far. I worked really hard on Friday to get this up and running, and I think I finally got it. The only thing I'm missing, which I had to take out, is the economic calendar. I think that's important for everybody to be able to get, what economic events are happening each day. So I did get a bot that's supposed to do that every morning also. There are no events today. And I'm trying to keep them, medium to high effect on the market. So anything below that isn't going to update. And today and tomorrow, there really isn't any data. But we do have some important data coming out this week. So on Wednesday, we have CPI. So we have our inflation numbers coming out, okay? So we have CPI data coming out. That comes out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. And then the other thing is Fed Chair Powell has his testimony, I believe. So that could move some markets. Also, that starts at 10 a.m. And then Thursday, we have our normal continued and initial jobless claims data that we get every Thursday. But then we're also getting PPI data. Okay, so we got a lot of inflation data coming out this week, Wednesday and Thursday, big days. Friday, we have retail sales. Okay, so big hits Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to the market. All right, so let's see what kind of data we get. Let's see how the market reacts to it. I would expect a little bit of choppiness, especially on those days, and prior to the data coming out, and then we'll see what happens when the data comes out. Hopefully we can. Hopefully it's all good. The data mostly has been really good so far, so hopefully we can continue that, and we'll get some much needed direction in the market. Last week I ended the week green. Knock on wood. I did not have any red trades last week at all. There were 2 days, Thursday and Friday, I did not trade at all because choppy market, and the market did not give me entries according to my strategy. And we'll talk about my strategy in a little bit. So I did not trade. I didn't force any trades. I didn't let my emotions get control of me and force trades, and because I have to be in the market. I didn't do that, which super proud. And hey, I ended green on the week. No red trades. I followed my strategy to the T last week. I controlled my emotions. I didn't take any trades that were not A plus setups. And I listened to what the market was telling me. That was it. And so my goal for this week is to duplicate that. Consistency. That's what I'm looking for here. All right. So market open. Here we are. Let's see what kind of movements we get today. So typically I try to wait for the first 15 minutes of market open to play out. I plot out the first 15-minute opening range, and then I can plan to take a trade based off of that. But if we don't get a lot of volatility, in the first 15 minutes, and my primary strategy gives me an entry, then I will take that also. There's really two strategies there. It's the orb, opening range breakout strategy that I use in the first 15 minutes. It's not my primary. I use it to kind of plot a direction for the market. And then my primary strategy is a form of ICT where I look for imbalances that are left behind, and I trade with the trend. Super important there, with the trend. Oops. can see we're forming a little support here in this area. All right, that link for the free Discord is now in the description below. It wasn't there before, but it is now. We are at 84 subscribers so far. That's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you all for subscribing to the channel. I was not expecting the growth that I got so far. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we are getting some support here. Let's see if we get continued support here. Let's see if the bullishness wants to continue today. Nice. So we can start to mark this out. So here's our opening candle, 9:30, and we'll bring this up to here so far. 15 minutes is here. So we'll adjust this as we fill this area up. This is the first 15 minutes, this area. And I'll adjust this based on our highs and lows for the first 15 minutes of market open. And we'll go from there. Again, if the market does give me an entry based off of my primary strategy, I will take that. But I like to use the orb as a let's say a confirmation in the bias for the day, based on this time frame. So we had a sell-off Friday, and I think that was due to all the tariff talk and Trump putting tariffs and announcing that he's going to do equal tariffs on all of the other countries based on how they tariff us. So we had a little sell-off on Friday, and we opened with a pretty decent gap down, but from open in the prior sessions today, we have been climbing steadily since. So it does look like a pretty bullish day, although, like I said, I would be careful for a retracement. We basically opened right around the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour chart, and like I said, we've been pushing up ever since. So let's see. All right, looks like we're getting ready to push higher here. We got about 5 more minutes to finish the first 15 minutes. So basically, my primary strategy, what I look for is a break in structure that is followed by an imbalance. And then I look to target the fill of that imbalance to continue in the direction the market is going. So if we look back, here's a good example. We had this candle break structure, okay? Then we had a nice push up with 3 candles here. We left a little tiny area of imbalance in between the 2 candles here. You can see that we retraced into the entirety of that imbalance. And then what I look for is a bullish candle to get in on, right? So this would have been the nice bullish candle. Stop loss would be set below the area of imbalance, and then you just ride it up. So this would have been a really nice trade here. What's nice about this strategy is if you're in a market where you have volatility or choppiness, it does not leave imbalances typically. So it doesn't give you an entry, which if you follow the rules of that strategy, you're not getting in on a choppy or volatile market, which saves you. And the other part of that is if it does end up leaving imbalances, the stop loss or the imbalance itself is large, which means your stop loss would have to be far from your entry, which means your RR most likely isn't worth the trade. So again, it kind of saves you from getting in on very volatile or choppy markets where stop losses are getting taken out all the time. It's a very simple strategy. You have to have a lot of patience with this strategy because it doesn't always give you the opportunities quickly, especially in volatile or choppy markets. So you have to wait. But if you wait for the A plus setup, you will 80% of the time have a good trade and have a green trade based off of it. It's very simple. Simple strategy to learn. Easy to follow, easy to visualize. You don't need any indicators or anything like that. This is nice here, right? So boom, we are breaking previous highs in pre-market for the New York session. Okay. And we didn't close there though. Let's see if we can close above previous highs. Then we'll have a break in structure here, right? So we're making new highs. If this closes strong, then we'll have a break in structure. Let's see if we can get a couple more candles to the upside with an imbalance. And then we can look for an entry long here. But this doesn't look like it's really holding well. It's struggling. Yeah, we didn't close above. We closed right at it. So let's see. We gotta keep watching the candles here. The VVIX is elevated. It's above 100 here. So I would be careful. That gives you an indication of volatility in the market. It gives you an indication that support and resistances are less likely to hold. We're still within the first 15 minutes here, so this doesn't even constitute as a break yet, a breakout. So we're still waiting for this to play out here. We're on our last candle of our 15-minute opening range. The market still looks pretty bullish. Okay, so there's our opening range, okay? Now, if we break above, we can start looking for a breakout or see if we're going to get resistance. So on the 15-minute chart, we left a pretty large area of imbalance in previous sessions today. I wouldn't be surprised if we retrace into that area before we continue upward. So just be careful, especially with volatility being above 100. It doesn't mean that it has to. It may not. Just, again, have that in the back of your head, that's all. We may just be coming back down to retest the bottom end of the opening range here before we continue up. Just things to keep in mind. But obviously, you make your decisions based on what the chart is telling you right now. Oh boy. Actually came down and retraced here. So let's see if we're going to get a bounce again off of this area, or if we're going to have our breakout to the downside. And there's no guessing here, right? We're not guessing what it's going to do. We're just preparing ourselves for either way, right? If we get a bounce off of here, then look for an entry to the upside. If we get a break below here, then I'll look for a retest. And if we hold that retest, then I'll look for shorts. What does the market want to do today? Let's see what the rest of the market's doing. Okay, I'd say mostly break even to green-ish. All right. Any particular news? I feel like I should have Twitter open, because when President Trump tweets, especially about tariffs, the market just reacts. This is nice. I like this. Milk hits 4-week low. Hey. Do we have any, what do we got for earnings today? Tower Semiconductor. They did well. It's really not much today. Let's see what's aftermarket. Meh. How about tomorrow? Oh, Shopify reports tomorrow before market open. That'll be a good one to pay attention to. DoorDash reports after market close tomorrow. Lyft reports after market close. Zillow. So we had a couple things tomorrow. Nothing crazy, no huge hitters. So we got some choppiness. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Let's see what the headlines are. U.S. stocks rise, sentiment buoyant despite Trump's tariff talk. Yeah, I mean, it should be. And I think a lot of, hopefully most of the companies, the big companies and whatever, understand that the tariffs are a good thing. Trump to announce 25% steel and aluminum tariffs. Yeah, let's make the stuff here. Kind of a slow day, even with news. That's better. All right. Let's see if we can break out of our open range here. It'd be nice. Otherwise, right now, we're kind of setting up to trade sideways today, and I don't like that. I don't trade that. Nice. Beautiful. Let's keep up the momentum for the day. Let's close strong here. This is a nice bullish candle here, breaking out of the 15-minute open range. So we're also breaking structure here with this candle. If we can get a strong close, nice. Beautiful. Not holding the retest here. And we're getting an equally bearish candle following the prior bullish one. So, still a little bit of choppiness happening here. Can we get continued upside? Oh, wow. Look at that. Okay. So this is nice. We have this is a nice bullish push through previous highs on volume. I like that. So breaking structure, let's see what we get here. We might have a nice area of imbalance right here. Okay, so there's our area of imbalance. So what we would be looking for is a retracement into this area with respect. I look for a nice bullish candle coming off of somewhere in the lower end of this imbalance. If we get that, then we take a long position with our stop loss being below the area of imbalance. So let's see if we get a pullback into our area here. So this is part of it. You know, sometimes it runs and it doesn't fill and it leaves behind these areas and it doesn't fill until later. Sometimes that just happens and it is what it is. You know, you can't do anything about it. So it looks like we're going to continue to the upside so far. It looks like we're going to continue the upward trend for the day. The VVIX is dropping. It's sitting at 100 right now. So unless we get a large spike in that, which could happen, you know, if it continues to dip underneath, that'll confirm a little more that we're going to continue to follow the upward trend today. I would love it if it gives me an entry here, because I do believe we have some more upside for today. If not, we'll wait for the next one. this is where I would be looking to put my stop loss, just below the area of imbalance here. But again, I need to see this imbalance eaten up before we take a long position. This is where the patience really comes into play. Just waiting for price to come back into this area here and show that it respects it, right? It's not just that it comes back in this area. I have to see respect in here, which means I have to see it hold, and I have to see a bullish candle in here somewhere. Otherwise, we don't take the trade. You know, we're wicking into the imbalance. Unfortunately, that's not good enough for me. Just a waiting game. It looks like we're forming a resistance up here too. So now I'm even more cautious about this imbalance area holding. The reason why I don't go based off of just the wicks coming into this area is because a lot of traders will be taking this trade long, and this is where their stop losses are, right below here. And guess what's going to happen? This price is going to come back down in here and grab these stop losses and the imbalance in order to grab liquidity to either move back up or continue down, right? One or the other. So unless I get a decent entry, the safest place for a stop loss here is below the area of imbalance, not in it. This is the hardest part about trading, is the waiting. Let's see if the rest of the market is also starting to move a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. All right, let's see if we can continue with this momentum. The setup still looks bullish. I need the price to come back into here and show me a support, show me a respect for this imbalance. I don't know if it's going to give me the entry here. I feel like we're poised for a break above here, and we're just going to keep pushing. So this area of imbalance is still valid for me. Just sit and wait. Still pushing up, still showing progress to the upside, which is nice, but we're not getting any entries. They're not giving us any entries, which is not so nice. All right, come on. Give us an entry. It's going to be one of those days. I mean, the market has just been super bullish today. Let me show you guys here on the 4 hour, right? Look at this. So this is where we opened, and we've just been non-stop moving up. We do have on the 4 hour here an area of imbalance there that we can also use. Now look at that. Bottom of market open. Interesting. Let's get rid of this for now and clean up a little bit here. So if we do get a price pullback into this area of imbalance here and we don't get respect, the next one I'd be looking for is here. So if we get down to the lows of market open again, this would be a pretty and we're showing signs of support here again, this would be a good area here to take a long, and then you're targeting previous highs. If we get that, it doesn't mean that we will, right? It does not mean that we're going to get any pullbacks. The market's going to do what it's going to do, but just to pre-plan, first I'm looking for this area of imbalance to fill. If it doesn't respect this and continues lower, then I would look for this area to be filled. And then if we show signs of support again in this lower area, this would be a nice long here. And those are all ifs, right? And that's all this game is. If this, then this. If this, then this. You just plan. You cannot guess, and you cannot predict where the market's going to go. You just make plans for as many scenarios as you can. At this point here, we're just getting a slow, easy move up. The problem with days like this is you don't have any entries here, and it's too risky to just get in hopes that it's going to continue to move up. And it's a slow move up. Sometimes the market does this. Sometimes the NASDAQ does this. So let's see. I think that might be it for me today, guys, on the live at least. I'm going to continue watching. Those are my plans, right? First, I'm looking for this area of imbalance to fill. If it respects it, then I'll take a long back, targeting previous highs, wherever that ends up being. If this doesn't get respected, then I'll look to take a long position somewhere down in this area where we have previous support. If we show support again here, because this zone is an area of imbalance based off of the 4-hour chart, so a little bit stronger. If we pull back into this today at some point, I'll look for support in the same area. If we get that, then I'll take a long position back up to the upside. If we don't get respect for either of these zones, then I can start looking for shorts because we'll have a complete change in direction. Market looks extremely bullish today, though, so I don't know if any of that's going to happen. It may not. So this just may be another day where I don't take a trade because it did not give me any entries based off of my strategy, which I know works 80% of the time. So I'll take those odds over just guessing. So anyway, thanks for watching. Again, subscribe, like, comment, share, do all those things. Link in the description for my free Discord. Link in the description for funderpro.com, which is the prop firm that I'm using. This is the challenge account that you guys are watching live within FunderPro. Great prop firm. Daily payouts, multiple payouts a day. They also just opened up a futures section also, and a lot of people are switching over to futures. If you like futures, funderpro.com, funderprofutures.com, I believe. They just opened that up as well. So they're great prop firm, no trailing drawdown. It's just a daily max and then an overall max for your drawdown, which is really, really nice. So yeah, again, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll be back on here tomorrow morning, again, before market open, and we'll see what happens. Have a great day.